Yo guys, what is up? My name is Gian and welcome back to FPL Tribe. In this video, we're going to have a quick look at our Game Week 3 team and how we did, how our captains performed, and just a general look at the team, where we are. Normally, I do this video, the review and the preview of the Game Week 4 in the same video, but I just think there's a lot to talk about for the transfers that I want to make in Game Week 4. I still haven't decided if I'm going to take a hit or not, so I'll do that in a later video. In this video, we're just going to discuss the Game Week 3 scores and how the players did. If you guys enjoy the video, give it a like, give me a subscribe, and follow me on this journey. As you know, we just started, still a fresh YouTube channel. So I really appreciate the support that we're getting from everyone, all the likes, all the views. Really just want to say thank you for you guys for supporting me and following me on this journey. Still a lot more to come, so stay tuned for a lot more videos, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Like I said, if you enjoy it, give it a like, give it a subscribe, and enjoy. Starting off our defenders, as we always do, you will see a game week score of 69. Not too upset about this. It's once again, it's inside the top million. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a statistic that went around last year. If you finish 1 millionth in the world every round, you will win the Premier League, the Fantasy League. So for me my aim is just to be under the top 1 million every single game week and see where that goes. So really good score for me as we finished just inside the top 1 million. Looking at our total points now, we're standing on 255. Really happy with the overall rank, and that's at this stage. It's still early and the game's only starting now, since people are starting to play wild cards, people taking hits, making transfers. As you guys know, we made 2 last week. So we only have 1 going into this week. Really upset with myself for making that transfer, as we could use it better later on or even in this round. But let's talk about our scores here. Sanchez, another game where Brighton didn't perform as we want them to. But I think he's still, for me, the best 4.5 million goalkeeper out there. So not looking to change him. Trent Alexander-Arnold looked really good for attacking Liverpool team. I think they didn't play their best because they were playing against a 10-man Chelsea. But I think Chelsea played really well, going down to 10 men and really playing defensively well as a team. Everyone falling back to defend, and I really like the effort the boys put in there. As you guys know, I'm a Chelsea supporter, so this might be a bit biased, but I really liked how Chelsea looked in that game. Trent Alexander-Arnold still coming away with 2 bonus points, even though he didn't score, he didn't get the assist, he didn't get a clean sheet. So really happy with him. Just shows you how attacking he is. Then Luke Shaw coming in for his first return of the season. Long overdue for me. And this game probably looked like the game where the least amount of points would have been scored. It looked like Wolves could have scored 5 or 6. So the defense really looked bad. I think Varane is going to make a difference, but it's going to take a while to just settle that team down. But at the moment, the defense not looking too good. But as you guys know, Cristiano Ronaldo just signed with Man United, and that really ups the point ceiling for me on Luke Shaw. He is a good crosser off the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo is probably one of the best headers in the world. So I'll like to see that link up in the future and just see if Shaw puts in as many crosses as he does now, it will definitely get finished by Ronaldo. So I think there is upside for Luke Shaw and definitely more points to come. I just hope they sort out the defense real quick. Then Reguilon, as you guys know, our transfer that we did last week, brought him in for Tsimikas. Really happy with how he performed. As you guys can see, getting a clean sheet, getting all 3 bonus points. He looked really attacking. The Spurs defense looks pretty good. Not the best, but happy. And Reguilon looks attacking. He's playing down that left wing. Sometimes it doesn't even look like the left back. He looks like the left winger. Putting in decent crosses, having a few touches inside the box. So really happy we brought him in, as he has another easy game in the next for the next couple of games. He's got a good run. So happy to have him. Then moving on to our midfielders. As you guys can see here, vice captain, we went with Bruno Fernandes. Really happy we didn't captain him because it was a toss-up between Bruno Fernandes, Mo Salah and Antonio. And I think I just spoiled it for you guys, but we had Antonio, we gave him the captaincy armband, and he scored quite a few points. So I think the main discussion point here is Bruno Fernandes. I don't know, there's a lot of people going off him and getting in Ronaldo. And I saw a couple of reports this week that Ronaldo might not even play in Game Week 4. So He's still getting back to fitness, or not fitness because he played international, but he has to quarantine and he's not going to practice with the team in time. So lots of stories, but not happy with Bruno Fernandes' performance, even though Ronaldo isn't there. For me, I think he gets better with Ronaldo there. I know he's not going to be on penalties. He's not going to be on free kicks. We expect that to go to Ronaldo. But this ups he is a really attacking midfielder. So this ups his assist potential as well. So for me, not really someone I'm looking to get rid of, because I want to see how that team plays and how Ronaldo plays in the Manchester United team. I know it's old, it's a new team for him, but it's basically an old team because he has played here before. But it's still a new league. Things have evolved. There's not a lot of players that was there when he was there. So I think really happy with Bruno Fernandes to still have him in my team. Then Mo Salah scoring that penalty against Chelsea, my team. So that's why we have Salah. Even in the hard games, he's still a captaincy option. Because do they get a penalty? You know, if Salah's on the field, he is going to take it. So happy with him scoring 10 points. But we didn't even expect a goal from him. So really happy with his 10 points, and we'll take it in a hard game. Although he could have had more, like I said, Chelsea was playing with 10 guys and he really had a couple of good chances to get another goal. But we'll take that in top of the table clash. So really happy with that. Then Ben Rama only scored 2 points. Not a greatest game from him, but he wasn't going to continue this fairy tale for long. So he had a perfect start to his season in the first 3 games. I think he scored 3 double digits, and that's really good for a 6 million player. He already went up in price. I think he's now 6.4 million, 6.3 million. So a lot of people are still getting him in, but I won't be looking to get Ben Rama in. I think if you have him, he's still a good option to keep, but I won't be looking to bring him in at this point. But really happy with how he's played so far this season, and I'm not going to transfer a guy out just because of one bad game. So going then on to Barnes, as you guys know, this is a real sensitive spot for me in my team. It was Mason Greenwood at the start of the season. I made a last-minute decision between Greenwood and Barnes, and I decided to take Barnes. So not really happy with that move, but I don't want to spoil it, but we'll get on to our transfers in the next video. But Barnes is definitely someone I'm looking to transfer out. Even against a team like Norwich, he didn't create a lot. He didn't look like he was going to score, and he came off pretty early. I'm really scared he gets subbed off in the next games before that 60-minute, just because he's not looking so sharp. We know he came back from an injury, but that's not really an excuse for a player in a good team that played against a team like Norwich. So really wanted some points from him before we trade him out. But that's how it is. In FPL, you can't get every decision right. I know if it went with Greenwood, we would have been a lot better position, but you can't make all the right decisions. There is going to be some that flop, and this is just one of them. No need to rush him out, take a hit on him. I think just use your transfers if you have someone like this and get him out in your next few moves. And then moving on to the strikers, here's the captain, as you guys can see. Tony also coming in for his first contribution of the season. Really happy with that, as I saw a lot of people getting off him. So the thing for me is Tony is at a price range where there's not really a lot of options. You need to downgrade him to a 4.5 million striker, and at the moment there is no 4.5 million strikers that's playing. So for me, I'll probably have Tony in for the rest of the season, just because he is at the price range that it's difficult to swap him out, and he plays for Brentford that's really looking attacking, and he is the main guy in that attack. So happy still to have Tony, and really glad he got that first return. Then the star of this game week for me, Antonio, as you guys saw in our game week 3 review, we had the captaincy album, but it was really close between him and Bruno Fernandes for me, just because Bruno is so good and United's looking really good in attack. But happy we put the captaincy armband on Antonio, scoring us 22 points. So I think that's our second biggest. I can't remember how much Salah scored in the first game week, but I think this is our second biggest captaincy score. So really, really happy with that. That's what gave us that good score for this week. And I think when a player like Antonio is in form, I think it's best to just ride him out and get as many points as you can from him. So really happy we took the captaincy armband on him. Then the last player that we started, Ings, probably also someone I'm looking to transfer out, as his fixtures is taking a turn for the worse. Really playing a few terrible games. He's playing Chelsea in the next game. We'll talk about that a little bit later. So for me, we got Ings in because of that good start that they had, and I think they won't continue that. Like, they didn't even look as good as we expected them to against the weaker team. So I don't want to have an attacker from Aston Villa in my team against the better teams, because the attack is really not looking good. I think those players still need time to gel together and just to bring out the best in each other. But at the moment, Ings is really someone I'm looking to transfer out just because of those fixture swings. Then on the bench, you guys know, Steele's just there to fill up the spots and not really to contribute anything, as he's not even playing. Then we scored Ailing, that scored 2. We almost had him instead of Reguilon, because I just wanted to make one transfer. Now what Simicas down to Livramento, and then we would have played Ailing. So really happy with the decision to get Ben White out and get Reguilon in and start him in this game, as he scored 9 points. So I think that's already my first transfer of the season, really paid off. So happy with that one. Then Livramento just scoring 1. Still, I think even if I'm playing a wild card now and you need a 4 million player, there's a couple of defenders at the moment, Brandon Williams and Livramento. I think he's 4.1 million now, but he's just so much value for his price, because it looks like he's playing on the right back, but he's also looking like he's gonna play right wing back or right wing even. I know they took Walker off and moved him up, and they brought Walker Peters into left back and right back, and he moved to right wing. So really someone that I think might return somewhere in the future, but we're not really looking to play him all too much. So happy with playing defender that cost you 4 million and looking really good, not looking like he's going to lose his position anytime soon. And our last player, Brownhill, scored 1 point. So not the greatest performance from him or Burnley, but I think Brownhill is just that type of play. There's so many options in his position and you're not sure if he's going to play, but it only costs 4.5 million. We just want him to play at least 60 minutes every game week, and that's fine. He's never going to play in our starting 11, so he's always going to be on the bench. So I'm really happy with him just getting 2 out of 3 starts and maybe cementing his position in that team. So guys, that's it from me for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, give it a like, give me a subscribe, and let me know down in the comment how many points you scored in Game Week 3. Look out for the next video, as we will be discussing potential transfers for Game Week 4. With a lot of people playing wildcards, a lot of people taking hits, we'll also be discussing if it's worthwhile to take a hit in Game Week 4, to bring in a guy like Ronaldo, to take out someone like Bruno Fernandes, or just fix general problems in your team. So if you guys enjoy the content, give it a like, give me a subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers guys.